everybody! I fixed my lamp. Yesterday it just wasn't working for some reason. It decided not to work on me. But we are gonna play Clues by Sam again today, and it is a medium one on a Tuesday afternoon. If you don't know what Clues by Sam is, it is a daily logic puzzle game we play every day here on the channel, and in it there are 20 people, each of which must either be a criminal or an innocent, and they might give you clues to help you figure out what each person is. So, if you want to play today's, there is a link in the description, and the puzzles that I do each day, I go in the next day and I update the links in the description to point directly to that puzzle, so you can go through my playlist and check the previous one out. And if you want to play along with me, then I'm going to start mine right now and explain my logic as I go. If you need any help learning the mechanics, I hope I can help. Let's start. We start with Isaac telling us that Uma is one of Vince's 4 criminal neighbors. So Uma is a criminal. Vince has 5 neighbors total, and 4 of them are criminals, which means that only one of them is an innocent. So it's nice doing this sort of... Is it paraphrasing? I think it's a kind of paraphrasing where you establish the whole scenario in your head. You make... the total in your head, and you can kind of like relate it to other clues in different ways if you find other clues that mention this person in the future, or the people that neighbor them. Uma now says that Donna and Hilda have 2 innocent neighbors in common. Well, Donna and Hilda only have 2 neighbors in common, so both of those have to be innocents. Now we don't need Uma's clue anymore. And Gabe now says that there is only one innocent in column A, and that innocent is Isaac, who is an innocent and is in column A, which means that everybody else in that column is a criminal. Don't need Gabe's clue anymore, because it doesn't talk about any other columns. And Anna now says that, oh, the flavor text is talking about corner tags. Corner tags are the worst, don't use them. No, we need to use them. I mean, you have the option not to use them. It is totally your decision, but they do help a whole lot. Corner tags are cheating. You should keep it on your head. I bet there's people that think that is true, but people have different strategies and different ways to play if it solves the puzzle for them and it helps them get the exercise done. Why care the way other people play? Life is so weird. I know that Sam doesn't think like that, otherwise they wouldn't put tags in the corners. But anyway, Anna now says that only one of the 3 innocent neighboring Patrick is in row 5. So Patrick has 2 people neighboring him in row 5, and one of them is a criminal already, so that means that the other one has to be the single innocent mentioned here. And 3 innocents total neighbor Patrick. 2 of them we already know who they are, Isaac and Vince, which means that Joy and Ruth, the last neighbors for Patrick, have to have 1 innocent among them, thus a criminal as well. Vince gives us a new clue: both criminals below Chad are connected. Well, that means that Sophia is a criminal because she's the only person below Chad who doesn't have a role yet and is connected to any others, so she's a criminal. And Mark and Wally are also opposites. We also know now that Ruth and Wally are opposites because Vince still needs 1 innocent neighbor that we haven't found. Who else? I don't need this. Only one of the 3 innocents neighboring Patrick is in row 5. Okay. Don't need that anymore. Sophia gives us a new clue. There's an odd number of criminals below Brett. See, and that's why I'm confident in dismissing the clues that I'm dismissing, because the tags are keeping track of the clues for me. I don't need to remember that clue if the tags are telling me the truth. Sophia says there's an odd number of criminals below Brett, and we know that Joy and Ruth have 1 criminal among them. There's 3 people below Brett who don't have a role yet. If one of them is a criminal for sure, and the other one is an innocent, that means that the 3rd person couldn't be a criminal as well, because that will make 2 criminals, and that's an even number. So Freya has to be an innocent. We don't need Sophia's clue anymore. Now Freya says that only 1 column has exactly 3 innocents. What column is that? Column C has Chad and Gabe, 2 instance, and it's gonna have a third and last one who's either Mark or Wally. So that means that column B couldn't have 3 as well, but it already does. It has Freya and Vance, and it's gonna have a third one who's either Joy or Ruth, which means that we need a fourth one so that we don't break column C. Red then has to be an innocent. And now Red says that Terry is one of 3 criminals above Xena, so Terry is a criminal. I was thinking about innocents because I was thinking about the clue that says that only one column has 3 innocents. Terry now says there are exactly 3 criminals in column D. So if there are 3 criminals above Xena and 3 criminals in column D and Xena is in column D, that means that Xena is not one of the criminals in that column. She's an innocent then. And Xena now says that each row has at least 1 innocent. What row doesn't have an innocent, needs one, and only has 1 person left? Row 4. So that means that Ruth is an innocent. And that makes people who were opposites with her criminals. Wally and Joy. I don't recommend long pressing the lower half of a card. I love it. I love when Sam does the sort of tutorial for the puzzle's features in the actual flavor text. I love it. Ruth now says that you get even more tag colors by long pressing. Okay, so good cop, bad cop here, or evil or criminal and innocent. Mark was opposites with somebody. Oh, it was with Wally, right? So Mark is an innocent. And now he says that there's an equal number of instances in rows 2 and 5. And we know how many instances are in row 5, 2, which means that row 2, who already has 2, can only have those 2 total. That makes Hilda the last person in that row a criminal. And now Hilda says there are more instances in rows. Oh, we know that Donna and Noah are opposites as well because there's 3 criminals in column D. So there are more instances in row 1 than row 3. And so far there's the same number of instances, which means that row 1 needs 1 more instant. That has to be Donna, and that makes Noah a criminal. Good. Yeah, that's the high pitch good. Wow, it took a little longer today because I wanted to explain some things, and also I didn't want to make any mistakes like I did yesterday. I'm gonna watch myself double from now on so I don't do those. I can't be embarrassing myself on the internet, Mom. So that will be it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for more Clues by Sam. Let me know how it went for you if you did play, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.